Hi guys, welcome back to Honest Straightforward Reviews. I'm super excited today to finally get the time to do a verse between the Sony WH-1000 XM4s and the XM5s, so Mark 4s and Mark 5s. Now, before I continue, I'd like to let you guys know this channel is completely surviving on your subscriptions. So if you appreciate my unbiased work where I fund everything myself, and these headphones cost me over $1,000 to get to you guys. So if you appreciate that, please do like, subscribe and all that jazz. I'll let you guys know that first I'll be doing the box comparison, and by the way, if you want to see the proper unboxing where they're sealed, they're on my channel, and I'll try and link them here as well if I don't forget. But if I do, please do look through my channel if you don't mind, or drop me a message and I'll link them for you when I remember. I'll be looking at the boxing experience and the unboxing experience, and then I'll be looking at what you get inside, also a side-by-side comparison between the two as well. Then we'll be moving on to features, the app, the sound, the noise cancellation, not particularly in that order, and the mic performance, and towards the end I'll give you guys my verdict. Now let's get to the unboxing. So the Mark 5s have now bring it on parity with the rest of the Sony headphones lineup. So the Mark 4s had a box like this, so very recycled and very plain, and we have the same thing going on now here as well with the Mark 5s, whereas the Mark 4s here have a very old sort of box, not recycled, a lot of information, whereas they have gone very simplistic here, hardly anything on there, very Apple-esque there. All right, let's get that's the boxes. So the boxes are different sizes as well. Let's get the boxes opened. So you just slide it out, there's nothing in here, and you just have the headphones, some booklet over there. That is it for the Mark 4s. That's all you get. And moving on to the Mark 5s. So again, they're taking a leaflet out of recyclable material, so it's very recycled. Straight off you got a booklet like those guys, so you've got a booklet on how to start it and all this stuff. Not that anyone nowadays needs those. And that's the headphones themselves. Let's have a look at the headphones. Okay, as you can see, there's a massive difference between the footprint, okay, the cases. So the cases are exactly the same, but this has a bit of an origami theme to it. Look at those cuts and grooves to it. It's very stylish, it's very different, okay? It's not meant to be compact like this guy. This guy you can fit anywhere. It's got a little pouch here as well. No pouch, nothing like that. The zipper is the same, just a different color between the gold and the rose gold, and the zip is zip itself is different as well. It's hidden here. It's more stylish. Again, it's got that origami. It's got a bit of a character. This is bland. The case is very bland. It's just another headphone case that most headphones have it, another thing, whereas this is very, very unique. It's eye-catching. Immediately you can see that. All right, let's get this opened. So the zip, it opens up very easily, very nicely. Looking at this guy, same thing, gets caught a few times, but not like super bad, you know, and the zip is nicely hidden. Opening it up, so you get the airplane jack still with the Mark 4s. You get a USB to USB-C charger, and you get the 3.5 to 3.5 headphone jack that I'm using somewhere and I've forgotten it. So that's what you get in the box. Now with this guy, interestingly, it opens differently. Okay, it sits there, and bingo, that's where everything is. So you've got the cable, which is the exact same cable, by the way, for both of them. So that's what the cable looks like. And you also have the USB to USB-C charger. However, you do not get the airplane adapter anymore. Now this is magnetized as well, which is good to know. So it won't open by itself and let everything fall out. Let's look at the headphones side by side. So those are the cases. That's what I think about the cases. Immediately, those of you with a keen eye can see there's a big difference. So they can both be turned inwards, as you can see, okay? However, these guys have this as well, so they can be folded, whereas no folding, okay? So they're stuck. All right, other than that, design wise, there's a massive difference. Some of it goes towards just design, some of it goes towards adding features. So for example, this is just a leather band or fake leather or whatever it is, and I like it. I like it. Just this part is plastic and the rest is all covered in nice soft plush leather. I like that. And the cups are updated as well. They feel different. These are soft and they just mushed inside, whereas these guys feel a bit more premium. And inside, as you can see, you know how some headphones pause when you take them off? Both of these do have that feature and they work marvelously. They're just perfect. As soon as you take it off, it pauses the music. But the sensor on this, as you can see, is very hidden. So if you look at this one, you can see the sensor very clearly and it can get dirty. So that is the sensor over there. And the cups are a tiny bit smaller on these as well. So if you look at them side by side, they're a bit ovalish, they're a bit better shaped, whereas these guys are a bit... Also, it's been used quite a bit as well. It's starting to crack over here as well. As you can see, the fake leather cracks really quickly. So it's very oval and very... If you look, don't look at the outer bit, but if you look inside, you can see this is a tiny bit more roomy for your ear and a bit more sophisticated. So this is what the theme that Sony is going for. They're going for a bit more sophistication. They're going... This is really great. You can still keep this. We are not replacing this with that, but rather for those people who want a bit more sophistication, they can go for this. All right. Other than that, design-wise, they're the same. So they can be out from here. So they come out from there and they slide out from here. So this bit is again plastic. However, this is metal. Okay. So that, however, plastic on the back, and this only has a bit of leather up here for just the top part of your head, which is the important part, which sits on your head and carries all the weight from the headphones. Now, in regards to buttoning and things like that, they still got the iconic red for right and L, so that's really good. That's really nice to see. Looking at the buttons, so they have gotten rid of the custom button in a sense. So if you use this custom button, so it's mostly used for noise cancellation and whatnot. So you've got the custom button. I'll go through the buttons and then explain to you what happened to the custom button on the new one. You've got the power, you've got the 3.5 jack, and you've got like sensitive cups, so you can swipe to go through a song, swipe down and up to get the music low and all this stuff. Now you've got USB-C charging over here, okay, and that's basically it. On the other side, so we'll start with this. You can see the different mics in here as well, and you've got the USB-C again, and on this side you'll have the 3.5 to 3.5 headphone jack, power button, normal, the custom button. Instead it's called the NC and AMB button. So realistically the custom button was that, so it used to let you could just turn noise cancellation into ambience mode or turn it off with that custom button. Now it actually calls it that. So that is the only difference. Also design wise, the cups are different. It's very angular, whereas this is a bit smoother, a bit rolls off to the side, and it holds it from the sides, whereas it's this thing over here. So those are the tiny bit of differences in them. Now let's move on to battery life. Now, these guys claim 30 hours. I get about just under 20 hours with them, okay? And both of them fast charge. So 20 hours here, fast charge 180 minutes in 5 minutes, okay? So you get with 5 minutes of charging from zero, from dead, it gives you 180 minutes of usage. This does it in 3. The same amount, so a tiny bit of improvement. However, this is where it's really amazing and I was shocked with it. This claims 30, gives you 20. This gives you about 32 hours on my usage. Okay, with noise cancellation, Bluetooth and everything turned on, gives you 32. That is a massive difference. That is a absolute massive difference. Now let's go on to the call quality. I feel like they're the same. Again, a lot of people were banging on about my review that the mics, the call quality is not good. I found them to be okay, fantastic on these. No differences there. This is improved it a tiny bit. So everything that I'll be touching on and going forward, I'll give you guys a clue. This improves it a tiny bit. Okay, so the call quality, in my opinion, is a bit better on this, calling people. Noise cancellation, again, they're on parity almost. Okay, the Mark IVs did such a fantastic job that you can't fault them. The Mark Vs do it even a tiny bit better, especially with the cup. It seals around. Even the passive noise cancellation on them are fantastic. They're very good, especially if you've got anything that is noisy and over 1 hertz. They just completely block it out. They seal your ear. And when it comes to comfort, I gotta give it to the Mark Vs again, because of this new cushioning and the new style. They feel a bit more comfortable. They feel a bit more lighter as well, even though they might not be light. Let's go on to sound. The sound, again, they're both bass heavy. Okay, they're both quite loud, and that does come at the expense of the mids on both of them. However, on the highs, this rolls it off a tiny bit, so you don't have to tweak it as much in the equalizer. Don't worry guys, they both got equalizers, they both got speak to chat and all the features in that sense. But the sound is a tiny bit refined on this. That's it. But you can get it to on parity with the equalizer. You can play around with it. If I was just looking for a pair of headphones that were fantastic and I can't fault them, I'd go the Mark IVs, because you can get them really cheap at the moment. They'll be on a sale because they've been around for a while. One thing you got to remember, this is Bluetooth 5. So it doesn't do LE audio. LE audio sounds a bit crisper, and it also consumes a lot less battery, hence the massive difference between the battery. This does Bluetooth 5.2, not 5.3, but 5.2 has LE audio. So it'll give you all the massive differences, and it's got LDAC, and all of them, both of them have LDAC. So if you want just a pair of headphones that do a fantastic job, you can't fault them, they look pretty good as well, I'd go the Sony's, the Mark IVs. However, if you want something that is a bit more stylish, does everything a tiny bit more, and you don't mind paying the premium, and you don't mind that it doesn't fold, because this folds and this takes a lot less space. This is for people who travel a lot and might not appreciate this taking more space. So in that sense, the Mark IVs are better. But the Mark V, if you want everything to be a bit tiny bit better, and you want something a bit more stylish, then I'd go the Mark V. That's my opinion. Thank you for watching it to the end. Comment below, which one do you like, which one do you have, or which one do you want, and what are your thoughts between these two, and what headphones do you use? Please do let me know. Please do comment. Thank you for watching it to the end. Make sure you subscribe. Take good care. Bye bye.